little bit of history, a bit different perspective on cheap equipment, uses on the mastering and other audio sources. I will talk about everything in this video. You will know everything about that compressor, you will know everything about its history, you will know everything about audio engineering reality, and that's gonna blow your mind actually. There is a lot to talk about, really. I don't know how long it's gonna be that video, but I'm just gonna try to put it all together. Yeah. So let's get into it. This is for those who don't know the basic knowledge. This is simply 1176 clone. It's very cheap and it's very good. I will explain later why. You will find out. And I think it's emulating, I'm not sure, but I think it's emulating the black face version of the 1176, which is a later version of from Universal Audio. And there is additional writing to it, LN, which stands for low noise, in the original unit, I mean. And this one is also low noise, simply. Low noise, less, it has simply less noise. More noise has the blue version, which is well known for its color, and because it has more noise, simply it sounds better on drums. But it doesn't mean that this one sounds bad. It's simply adding something more, the blue stripe. So this one is not emulating the blue stripe. And why it's actually good? Because it does the same thing that the 1176 blue face does with its all button in mode. Maybe not exactly the same, but you get the same effect. What's very useful, and it sounds great actually, beautiful, and anything and everything, including master. And this is a bit more bright, modern sounding unit, simply. This is why I think it's better for mastering. It's gonna add some bite to your tracks or bass. You can use it on vocals. You can use it on drums. Many people use it on snares, tracking, guitars, vocals. It's really useful compressor and it's very cheap. It costs actually the same money as it's the same money as the plug-in version like 10 years ago, let's say, because you can get Universal Audio plugins, and I know these very well. I have been using these very cheaply now. You can get that bundle for 30 euro dollars, and it's really good because you get three versions. You get blue version, anniversary edition, which has additional 2-to-1 ratio. Here is only 4, and the blue has also only 4. And there are 3 versions that are emulating more. I talk about plugins now, of course, but real units as well. So there is black version, blue version, and anniversary edition, and 2 other versions which are a bit more transparent, simply old Universal Audio plugins, but in new GUI, however you call it. So a little bit of history about plugins. I also have Arturia plugin. Don't really like it, but it doesn't sound bad. I like Universal Audio better. Yeah, it has more bite. Simply, that's why I like it. Do I like this one better as plugins? Well, I like them all. I cannot say differently. I like it better not because it's analog, because I can use my other analog in a different way, what I can discuss later. Actually, I want to share also how you can learn compression, besides how you can use it on a master and on everything. Synth, bass, guitar, vocals, anything, all buttons in mode. It can be used on anything, including master, but use it in parallel. Master or other instruments as well. You can use it in parallel because it's simply eating dynamics. Maybe sometimes, in some cases, it would sound good, but generally use it in parallel. So you mix in 50%, let's say, yeah, of that compressor with the original sound. You can use also all buttons out. That's in and that's out. That compressor, now I'm gonna get into a little bit deeper. That compressor is built with transistors and transformers. It's basically, I'm saying that you get two things for one price, because you get 1073 style preamplification with a compressor. And if you bypass compression by pressing out all of the buttons, input and output can serve as stereo bus emulation, sort of, yeah. Two bus console sound emulation, saturation box. That's how it can be used without compressor, yeah. And if you press all these buttons in, it's actually not acting like a normal compressor does. So it's a bad example for learning compression. But if you want to learn compression, I think you know the basics. Ratio is simply ratio. Attack release. This is really important now. Watch output, how your output is pushing line in or mic pre, and during that push, how attack and release are affecting how you're pushing that next unit, which has line in, mic pre, preamplifier of any kind, tubes, for example, tube amp, for example, or console line in. And this is how you will hear what compression can really do. And try to notice how you can control, let's say, on 808, how its decay, sustain is, it could be a little bit scratching. It could be scratching without compressor, but compressor will smooth that preamplifier reaction, so it will sound smooth, and your 808 will sound smooth as well. This is only an example on bass. That's also why that compressor is good, because it's more transparent, clean, and you don't really want to hear noise on top of your bass, yeah? So, will you buy it? I can assure you, here is my iPad. Anything that I'm gonna record through the input and output without compressor will sound better than any other analog synthesizer recorded with normal mixer or audio interface, mic pre or line in. It will sound better. iPad. Because I have transformers and transistors here, and I'm adding harmonics, harmonic saturation, and these transparent cheap mixers and audio interfaces have these transparent mic press and lines in. So why not buy Clark Technique and have fat sound? 1073 sound is famous because of its transistors and transformers, and you have here different color, a bit different color of it, but it's basically the same thing, yeah. And this is what you can use on a master. So look how many things you have heard here about mastering, tracking, how to grasp compression, and how to look at equipment, because audio engineering is quality in audio engineering means something completely different. Price has no meaning here. What else do you need? You want demos? Well, with this knowledge, you simply get these plugins. And there is also alternative analog obsession fetish, but it's not as good. You can use it, you can get some results with it, but it's not as good. But it's still a good compressor anyway, yeah. But you can demo universal audio. You don't need hardware for universal audio plugins now. You can demo Waves plugin, and that one is worth mentioning because many professional audio engineers use it, because it's a lot more dirtier and in a way that people like it and people use it simply. Universal audio sounds differently, doesn't mean that it sounds bad. I have these plugins since many years, and these are really good plugins. And I wouldn't really care what I'm using. If I wouldn't have that one here, I'm just gonna use plugins and I'm gonna be just as happy as I'm using this here. So why do I have analog equipment at all? Because mic pre reacts differently if you put a compressor before that. And this is what I need for recording vocals, at least. I'm not I am recording synthesizers, yeah, but I'm not recording drums or guitars or something like that. But if I have that compressor, I can do it. And my mic pre on my audio interface, DBX, old interface with DBX mic pre's. I keep it because of these mic pre's that are actually a bit more dirty. These will sound better, react better to that compressor, and transistors and transformers will add some harmonic saturation. So I get certain kind of color if I use compressor when I'm recording my iPod, and I love it. I can use I use that in, you can see that in another video. I can use Behringer low pass filter where is drive, and this is basically Moog modular drive that I can control with a compressor. The sweet spot between output and your mic pre or preamplifier, or I can say compressor plugin before clipper plugin. That clipper will also react differently. This is how you should learn compression. Not simply put a single compressor plugin on your mixer in your DAW and tweak it. That's not gonna help much. You can learn something, but You don't know why you're using it and why you're tweaking it at all. So that was a long video. I had a long break, but there are more videos like that coming. 100%. Some other settings. This is a very fast compressor. I didn't talk about it actually. This is a fast attack, slow attack. And you want to use slow attack, let's say on bases. If you want to if you want to let your transients through, you can use slow attack. For most things, it's too slow, but you can still use it, of course. And if you want transients under control a little bit, simply use slow attack. And this is how it's slow. No, sorry, this is fast, slow, fast, fast, slow. Yeah, because it's the other way around on that compressor. This is fast release. And I tend to actually leave it here somewhere and attack depending on the source. But if I play around with attack other than by default I'm using it slow as a slow, but if I play around with it, I usually also place it somewhere here, sometimes really fast, but simply play around with it and find uses for it, because it can be, sometimes fast attack will be what it needs, whatever you're working there with, and sometimes you want that slow attack so transients get through. And that's everything about attack release, really. Ratio, 4:1 vocals, snars, most things actually. 8:1, 12:1 snars, bass. 20 is basically limiting. So this is also a limiting amplifier, limiter, yeah, basically. So this is preamplifier with its transformers, it's a compressor and limiter. 3 in one for the price of plugin. And you can use that on everything, literally on everything. So do not waste your time, do not miss out. And also worth mentioning are actually modifications. You can put Cinemac transformers there, and there are other companies that are actually making equipment, transformers, transistors that you can buy. Kit usually costs maybe $80 to $150 US dollars approximately. So you can modify that. There are some great videos on YouTube I have seen as well. People are changing components, but I don't think it has to be done. Maybe if you are looking for something different, but it works perfectly with original Midas Clark Technique design. It works great. It's a workhorse. It can be used on a master in several ways. It can be used on everything, anything. It can serve as an alternative to 1073. It's great for guitars. No brainer. Take it. 2 of those. If you can, even more. 2 for the tubas, 1 for the snare, 1 for the vocal, 1 for the bass. you can actually put it on all drums or all drums through it. So if you're looking for a budget unit that can do it all, you definitely want this. There is another clone of LA2A, KT2A, I think. Not sure how it's called. And these two compressors are different. LA2A is tubes, based on tubes, optical tubes, optical cell. It's much slower, but these two are used together, so it's worth considering buying both. And again, you can buy mods, but you don't really have to. That compressor here that I have, it loves tube sounds. So it loves drive, overdrive. It makes beat crushing sound really nice and stuff like that. So 20 minutes, and I'm sure it was helpful. A bit quietly without music, but if I want to focus, this is all spontaneously recorded spontaneously. If I want to focus, you know, I need quiet environment. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask, and there will be more videos about equipment, about Pultec, for example, as well. So stay tuned and have some fun.